Hello everybody, how's it going? I'm Trunath with esportstalk.com, and today is a very special day because we are going to be going over our very first video game E-ssessment on a relatively new game called Realm Royale. E-ssessments are basically going to be our way of rating a game's esports potential in a variety of categories like gameplay, originality, watchability, and more. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. Realm Royale is HiRez Studios' take on the Battle Royale genre and is a spin-off of the Battle Royale game mode originally found in HiRez's other game, Paladins. In Realm Royale, players battle to be the last champion standing in the realm in solo, duo, or squad-based matches. Players can become one of 5 different classes: warrior, engineer, assassin, mage, or hunter, each of which have their own unique abilities and legendary weapons. Classes are chosen in the pre-game lobby before players are flown across the battlefield in a zeppelin, then skydive down to a location of their choosing at the beginning of the match. After an epic Marvel superhero-style landing, players rush to acquire equipment and abilities from chests scattered across the map, while the play area shrinks every so often as the fog gets closer. Any equipment you don't need can be broken down into shards, which can be used to craft potions or legendary equipment at forges scattered across the map. Players even have a summonable mount to help them traverse the map and reach points of interest more quickly. Killing other players is a twofold process. Once your health bar is reduced to 0, you are turned into a helpless chicken that has no attacks. Survive for the allotted time frame and you're turned back into your regular form. Die as a chicken and you officially lose the match. Additionally, you can only be turned into a chicken 3 times before your death from your regular form is permanent, so don't think you're always going to have your chicken form to fall back on. For this E-ssessment, we rated Realm Royale on 5 different categories with regards to its esports potential: cost, gameplay, replayability, originality, and watchability. In terms of cost, you can't really beat the low price of free. Realm Royale is currently in early access, so we could potentially see the game's business model change, but right now it looks like it'll be free to play for the foreseeable future. Although there is nothing purchasable in the game at the moment, there are different sections on the menu that indicate what we can probably expect to be offered. There's a menu for a battle pass, which presumably players will purchase to acquire seasonal rewards while playing, an armory that looks like it will have different skin menus you can use to customize your experience, and a shop where you can redeem codes and probably in the future purchase various game skins. Since none of the purchasable items in the game look like they will influence gameplay and everyone can get involved for free, we have no complaints with what the game offers and rate the cost a 5 out of 5. Realm Royale's gameplay is fun and fluid. We do realize that the game is in alpha, so it could use a little bit more balancing and tweaking. For example, there is a body glitch where players can get stuck in their T-pose, and the positional audio doesn't feel quite as positional as it should be. But nonetheless, we were happy with how the game plays. Every class has a different playstyle thanks to their unique skills. The controls and skills feel easy to use, while the gameplay feels like it has a more team-oriented approach than most Battle Royales, thanks to the class system and some team-oriented skills. Realm Royale earns its way to a 4 out of 5 gameplay rating. Replayability is a huge component of esports games and ensures a stable community of players is present to build the foundations of an esports league. Realm Royale doesn't have quite the same rapid queue feeling you get from comparable games like Fortnite or PUBG, and it feels like it's necessary to have friends playing with you if you want to have a really great time, but it definitely makes for a unique experience in every match with the implementation of classes and crafting. The implementation of a rank system also offers an extra sense of achievement from your matches, making you want to play more and keep improving. We rate Realm Royale's replayability a 4 out of 5. In terms of originality, it is no secret that Realm Royale has its fair share of struggles. Piggybacking off of the emerging Battle Royale scene, the game does have some differences from its competitors, but not quite enough to call it original. For instance, the game still makes use of the armor health system present in the most popular Battle Royales. It doesn't have anything too unique about its visual style, and in its current state, it even reuses some of the sounds from HiRez's other game, Paladins. However, Realm Royale does earn a few points from us in that it takes the Battle Royale genre to the fantasy domain, includes some fun classic fantasy type weapons like throwing axes, swords, and bows, and makes use of classes to add a more personalized touch to your gameplay. Realm Royale's originality clocks in at 2.6 out of 5. Watchability can make or break an esport. A game could be extremely fun to play, but if it's no fun for spectators to watch, then who's going to tune into its tournaments? While the game is fun to watch when battles occur between players, it suffers from lackluster lapses of time when players are being stealthy, traveling between locations, or forging equipment at an uncontested forge. The game's graphics are cartoonish, yet entertaining, and there is something to be said for seeing players run around in a panic once they've turned into a chicken. Realm Royale has some great moments for spectators, and then some not so great moments, which earns it a 3 out of 5 watchability rating. We rate Realm Royale's overall esports potential at a 3.7 out of 5. It has a sensible business model and is a blast to play with friends, but it does feel like its originality is lacking and it isn't the most action-packed game to spectate. We could definitely see the game developing into an esports-oriented title with a little more work on making it stand out and by adding some more spectator-friendly elements, but if it stays in a similar state to its alpha phase, then we aren't sure it will grow into a full-fledged esports scene. That's all for now for our very first E-ssessment of Realm Royale. Have a game you think we should do an E-ssessment on? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you stay tuned to Esports Talk for even more esports video content. Don't forget to subscribe, and check out esportstalk.com for all your esports needs.